When we call, they know that we mean business. Our voice is credible because they know that we are accountable and responsible. But Mnangagwa will not be listened to. The moment he turns his back on those people, they will be laughing. Or who would take somebody seriously? This call to say, do what President Tsvangirai did in 2008. And you know, ZANU-PF people are beginning to love President Tsvangirai in death.
Yeah.
When he was still alive, they would look at him, chamatama, boycott, sell out, puppet of the whites.
Yeah.
Now he's a saint. Chamisa is the villain.
Yeah.
But I'm still playing the same role. I'm still reading from Tsvangirai's script.
Yes.
And I will not move on that. But what we are not going to do is to find shortcuts to resolving the problems. These shortcuts have brought us where we are.
Amen.
We can't repeat what we did in 2009. That's why I've told Charamba and Kamba that my intention is not to be in a government of national unity. Forget and relax. I'm not motivated or moved by power. We don't want power. It's about the people. It's about the issues affecting Zimbabweans. And those are the issues we must address. We don't want another election and have a repeat, a recycling of the same old problem. So yes, I can work with Mnangagwa, help him on ideas, bring my ideas to government. But I want to tell you, 2-3 years down the line, we'll be back to square one. Because we have to have an election. And that election must be credible. They will say, no, you cannot deal with ZANU-PF because ZANU-PF cannot be removed through the ballot. It respects the bullet. We must change the paradigm. Let's respect politics. Politics determining the direction of the gun, instead of the gun determining the direction of politics. And that's why we've said we want our military, if they have issues against political parties, they must say it. If we are not a legitimate player, they must say it, so that we make a decision on that basis. Rather than for us to participate in a game where we know that the stadium is thorn infested and is full of water. We want to drain the water from the stadium so that we can play equally. So we will not be dragged into this blackmail, label and condemn. Hey, Chamisa, people are suffering. People are suffering already. What we need is to save the people, and we save them by having the appropriate solutions. If I give you malaria pills when you are suffering from blood pressure, you get even more sick. And that's what you are trying to ask us. Go and work with Mnangagwa. No, we must work together to have a common solution. Not to share power, but to share values, to share a vision, to share how we must run elections. That's what we must share. People are actually saying, President Chamisa, you are wasting time with these people. They are deaf and dumb. They will not say a thing to you. They will not listen to you. Let's just deal with them. President, give us a signal. That's what they are saying. And I'm telling them, look, we must give peace a chance. As a leader, we must always make sure that we give peace a chance. They are saying, no, we don't have any peace. So this peace you want to give a chance is not there. There's no peace in our pockets, no peace in our stomachs, no peace in our homes, no peace in our marriages, there's no peace at workplaces, even weddings, there's no peace. So what peace are you talking about? Let's just do what has to be done. And people are ready. And now I'm almost joining that chorus. Let's do what has to be done. I think Costa answered it. Yeah. The issue of effort, SABC, dialogue. The fact that we are speaking at cross purposes. ZANU-PF on one hand saying this, ourselves on the other hand saying something else, tells you that things are not okay. Zimbabwe is burning. And I've told SADC that the danger with this burning Zimbabwe is that it will set ablaze the entire region. This crisis is going to affect the entire region. And we've said we need mediation. That's why we need a mediator who is credible, who is preferably with stature that would give credibility to the dialogue. Not this Muppet show that is taking place. If they were serious about Poland, why are they proceeding to have amendments that are not shared by all the players? assuming that, yes, forget about Chamisa, because they minimize this national discourse. It's not about Nelson Chamisa and MDC. It's about the people of Zimbabwe and the issue they are raising. Mr. Mnangagwa does not command even half the population support. So when he goes to engage internationally, he does not have the mandate of the people of Zimbabwe, because we command a significant portion. When you look at our urban areas, when you look at the vote itself. So there has to be a political settlement, a political dialogue to resolve our issues. We have said we are ready. I told President Mbeki, and a lot of people have been very cautious about President Mbeki. Don't worry about the referee if you trust the players. We are the players. Why should you be bothered about President Mbeki not being, objective? We can't play the referee. Let's play the game. And MDC is a player. ZANU would obviously be a player. The issues to be resolved are to do with the legitimacy crisis and the issue of reforms and taking our country on a shared path to a future that we are all agreed upon. Not this business of Mnangagwa telling you that vision 2030. Your own vision is not a national vision. ZANU's vision is not a national vision. So don't lie to people that you have a national vision. It's a hallucination if it is not shared. So, yes, to dialogue, Mr. Mnangagwa has spanned the offer by President Mbeki to mediate between the two of us and to mediate between ZANU-PF and MDC. And I have to tell the National Council, which is the supreme decision-making body of the party, to say that we have tried this route, but we are not having our goodwill gesture being reciprocated. They have the audacity to say they will not have any other platform outside dialogue. We must also boldly state that there will be no genuine dialogue outside a credible dialoguing process between ZANU-PF and MDC. The rest is a waste of time, a sideshow, a public relations exercise to hoodwink the international community and the people of Zimbabwe that something is happening and that people are talking, when in fact it's not dialogue but monologue. I hope I've answered you. On the issue of the trigger, there is always a revolutionary moment. And those moments are coming. The trigger will come. All we have to do is to be ready. And I can tell you that the nation is ready. It's not even an MDC issue. It's ZANU-PF, MDC, everyone. Ministers, MPs in ZANU are also fed up. Everyone. I have no doubt that when the moment comes, all the people are going to come, act together, work together, and do a great thing together to make sure that our country is liberated. On the ZANU-PF Arakash have been on an overdrive on social media, trying to equalize us with ZANU. Our house is not on fire. Our house is fire, but it's certainly not on fire. We are vibrant. We are doing a lot to make sure that the team that was elected to Congress does its best to achieve results for the people of Zimbabwe. There is no confusion in the MDC. You know, I'm the leader there. At the end of the day, we are a team. We play as a team, and that team has different role players. Tabita Kumalo is the chair of the party. She plays a role as the chair of the party. When it comes to deployments to the zones of government, it is the prerogative of the president. And I have not made changes. When I decide to make the changes, I will advise the party, and those changes will be effected accordingly. But there's no problem, except a figment of the imagination of our detractors, especially Arakash. You know, and we, the MDC, enlightened people on social media have been trying to do a good job to hold back this Arakash. But I can tell you that there is no turmoil in the MDC. Those who may choose to disembark on this great train always do so on their own volition. In any event, this is a big tent. People come in, people leave. That's the nature of voluntary organizations. But the party has certainly grown bigger. Shanghai is proud, wherever he is, of this movement. I can assure you that those who have left us, those who have departed, they know that this party is now better than it was. We have done well in Parliament. We got close to about 64 seats, plus the 28 that we challenged, because there were irregularities. So we did well. Last time we had about 49 seats. So we have improved in 2013. We have improved on the vote. President Tsvangirai, it is highest at 1.2 million. We now have 2.6 million. Official results, about 2.3 million, which are tempered with. But still, it shows you that we have doubled the vote. You look at our mayors, we now have 28 mayors out of the 32. So the party is ascending, and the party is the People's Party. It is doing well. We are happy. There's no turmoil in Bulawayo. There's peace and harmony. It's a honky-dory affair coming from ZANU, who are trying just to cast aspersions on our party. But we have no problem. And she's here. You can always ask her if she has any agonies or worries. She's a happy comrade.
Thank you, Excellence.
Those by-elections are not elections. They are just platforms for playing out of drama on account of ZANU. And we are conscious of it. They are abusing food. They are weaponizing food, weaponizing poverty. So people they've asked me, President Chamisa, you are saying we must vote in a by-election for a council. Here are the twin hazards. Number one, when you ask us to vote for an MDC councillor, the moment we do so, we are going to be victimized soon after voting. So we'll be facing problems right up to the next election. So why do you want us to wash our legs when we can't wash the entire board? If it is a general election, fine. We are ready to take the risk. But if it is a by-election, we are just exposing ourselves. Number two, because there is hunger, you don't have capacity to give us food. So why don't we just feed ourselves so that we are able to be alive until when our next services are required? Give them. That's what the people are telling me. And it's so compelling. You can't go to people and when they say, vote for us. Because a simple councillor will not change life at that local level. What will change life is government, it's central government. And they're saying, we voted for you. That vote is more important than this vote you are asking for. Because a mere councillor will not help us. So it's a contradiction in terms. And that's an issue we are currently seized with within the party. To say that under those circumstances, what do we do? You know that in previous circumstances, President Tsvangirai had to say, we are no longer participating in by-elections. It was because of that problem. The problems are still the same, so we need just to change. You know, the script is still the same, different players. The act is still the same, different actors. Mugabe is no longer the actor. President Tsvangirai is no longer the actor. Enda Chamisa, Enda the fair man. But the problems are still the same. Okay? So we have to change the script and the act. And it has to go to the issues of how by-elections and elections in the country are managed. That's why reforms are key. And that's why we cannot even begin to imagine 2023 in the absence of reforms.